we're back. Sitting here before you, throwing content. That's all we're here for, right? That's all I'm here for. So in the last intro, I definitely forgot a stupid important piece of my life. My little dog named River. I got him probably when he was around 5, and it was probably the best decision of my family's life. I think pets in general do something for our souls that I think humans can't. And I think it's because humans can speak and use their emotions against us. Perspective, right? His name is River, and he's about, I'd say he's like 12 now. We rescued him. They said he was found by the Hudson River, so they named him River, and we kept it. We loved it. We saw a picture online, and we loved it. I'm gonna pop a little picture up right here. And he's a blackmouth. He was a herding dog. I don't know when they used him, but he was a herding dog, so it's pretty cool. He does his job. He's a great pup. He doesn't like anything outside, not one bit. Gotta keep a muzzle on him. Tell the story. He bit the mailman. Can't make that shit up. Honestly, can't make it up. Yeah. So going straight for the brand, let me explain it a little bit better. The title is called Serenity of Perspective. So if you don't know what serenity means, look it up. But in general, serenity means peace of mind or to ease. Okay? Serenity. To ease your perspective. That's what I'm going for. To change it. To give you a different view, right? That's what I'm going for. I'm gonna have merch, and I hope some of my viewers can support it. I know all of my close-knit peers will, because they believe that I have the ability to preach exactly what I'm going for. And there's no better support than the ones that you love. And hopefully by the end of what I'm trying to do here on this earth, you will all be in that same love. Going right into my next point here, what started me at this very point in time? As soon as I graduated high school, I tried to become a man. I definitely tried to open myself up to various situations, various forms of work. Even in high school, I did numerous jobs. I was 18 cleaning toilets for cold hard cash. And at that point in time, it was worth it. 100% worth it, because I was grinding for it. And it felt like I was actually doing something with myself, right? That grind. So I continued that grind, that same mentality, right? Going for it all, trying to make the money. The money is what mattered for at least 2.5 years after high school. Which brings me right here in front of you. Money, my friends, is the source of all evil. Sure, it'll bring you some great material items. Ferraris, Supreme, even American Eagle, a Walmart Hanes wife beater. It'll get you a fucking orange. It'll get you anything. But what it can't get you is human interaction. You could pay to go see a comedy club or a comedian or something, but that's not going to give you that one-on-one connection with another human being. That's why you see all these super famous people, Robin Williams, killing themselves, Kate Spade, killing themselves, because of that greed that was instilled in them when they made it. There's always a point in time, if you create something and it blows up, that all that money and fame is definitely going to get to your head. There's no doubt in anyone's mind that they would be attached to it. All of these entertainers in today's society, 110% go for that money. They take a beat that is pre-recorded and made by someone like London Beats, somebody in their basement selling their SoundCloud beats. And they're literally putting nursery rhymes together. Think about that. Any song that you listen to today, did it almost sort of sound like it didn't make sense, but it did because it had a nice rhythm behind it? It definitely gets you moving. It's music. It fuels our soul. We already spoke on that a little bit. But those artists always come back to the money. They flaunt their material items. They get out there and honestly put up a different image. And I think it's a different image than actually who they are. Everybody knows X. Everybody. He was a very true soul. A soul that spoke to people in their music. He wanted to help. He personally didn't have I wouldn't say he didn't have the right way to go about it, but he did what he knew he could do, and that was produce music. Even though it was completely different, 100% different than whatever you're hearing nowadays. It spoke a message that reached people's souls, and that's what he was going for. People make mistakes. That's why he's viewed negatively. By some, by many, but there's always a negative and positive. Whoever he touched and reached made a difference. May he rest in peace. When he passed on, it definitely touched my soul, a lot of my best friends' souls, and we didn't even know the dude. We just heard about him, what he did, but we still listen to his music because of what he spoke about in his lyrics. There's a lot of music out there that can change your perspective on things, and he was definitely one of them. And he made a lot of videos where he would just speak to his phone on whatever he was thinking. And a lot of those videos you can play back now, and it's almost like he knew that death was coming to him. It was very strange. He's definitely an angel from God in many ways. My brand is all about perspective. Perspectives only change if you want it to change. There's a lot of information out there that you might not use, or in relation to school, you'll learn it, but when are you going to use it? You only use it if it means something to you, right? I see somebody doing a movement in the gym, and I learn about that movement, and I use it, and it stays with me because I'm using it. There's an old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. You're going to use trigonometry in 15 years? Let me know about that. Call me. Be like, hey man, teaching my son trigonometry. You got a smart son, keep him in school. If you don't use it, you lose it. Let's elaborate on that. When you watch a YouTube video, when you listen to a podcast, are you listening to it because you might learn something from it that will help you? Or are you listening to it because you like the person? How they speak, their demeanors, their body language. What are you really listening for, or why? Same concept, I'm gonna bring it to you. I am gonna be so versatile that whatever situation you're in, whatever it is, mentally, physically, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help the souls of this generation. I was born in 97, right before the 2000s, and I think that this generation has a lot of issues. We're in times where marijuana is legal. Your mom and dad are not living the same life that we are when they were this age. And that's a straight fact. We almost have to teach them what's going on in our head. This is where it starts. This is where we teach. This is where we clash information. This is where we change perspective. This is almost the middle ground for what's going on in our heads that we cannot explain. We as humans, physically and mentally, love to adapt to whatever the situation is. And if you're going to tell me that we don't change because of emotion, I don't even want to hear it. Every one of us are in complete control of our emotion. I just don't understand why people don't get that. Whatever you are feeling right now watching this video, you can completely change that in half a second. Think about something else. Think of something sad in your life. Think about whatever it is. You can change the feeling instantly. The emotion is not relevant. It's only relevant because you're in your own mind. When you're sad, you are sad. It's because it's taking over your mind and your thought. That's easily reversible. Think about it. I'm talking about it. Think about it. Positivity and negativity. What does that mean to you? Are they feelings? Are they actions? Are they thoughts? Ideas? What is it? Speak to me. Let me know what you're thinking. Your perspective on what's positive and what's negative can be easily altered. And guess who's gonna do it? Yours truly. Change mine. I'd love to open my mind to it. And this whole platform is going to allow you to do it. Live and in person. These recordings are just to get myself out there, to reach your soul, to maybe give you something else to watch. On a treadmill, on an elliptical Stairmaster, in your car, at home, before bed, when you wake up, eating breakfast. I am here. Put me in your shoes. Let me see through your eyes. If it's for a day, 10 minutes, whatever you allow me to see. My mind is open for you. And if there is one human that you can trust, I'm not saying it should be me. It should be your perspective. Only yours, because no one else can see it. I'm going to bring you into a perspective. A little touch on what the videos to come are going to be about. Simplicity of love and hate. When you hear those two terms, what are you thinking about? Love. I'll give you some time. Hate. The joke's on you, because you're thinking too hard. They're both interchangeable. I can love your shirt you have on, or I could hate it. Or I could just love it. The two meanings are complete opposites, but they channel judgment or ego. And that's something I don't understand. Why judge somebody for who they are, what they're wearing, what they do, who they are, what they say? Is it because we have our own minds? Going back to it. Is it because they can't hear what you're thinking? Another joke. I already know what you're thinking. How you look at somebody. We wear our skin and we wear our bodies. And those are what people see. They see an outside. Nobody's looking in. Ever. Give me a time when someone's looking in. Besides, right now. You're trying to figure me out. Everybody my whole life has been trying to figure me out. But I don't let anyone in. But guess what? I'm letting it all out. And I've never been in my entire life happier than this moment. I found my way to reach as many souls as possible. And that, my friends, has been my goal my entire life. That's why I chose fitness as a career. Who chooses fitness as a career? It's something you do. It's something the doctors tell you before you die. Before you get a metabolic disease. Like, that isn't a career. A career is to be a doctor, a lawyer, right? But I chose fitness so I could help one individual at a time. Now I'm reaching millions. And whoever clicks on my videos. That's the significance here. That's the importance. And I can only ask. I can't tell you. Because we all have free will. We have the free will to do anything. And that's the scary part. I'm gonna leave you with a few questions. And they're all open-ended for you to answer. I can't hear you right now, and I can't hear what you're thinking. Because my thoughts are way too loud. Everything right now, it's just itching to come out. What is your why? Why get out of bed? Why do what you do every day? Why? Why do you feel the way you do? Up here. I'm gonna ask you this one last time to end it. What is your why? Think deep. Deeper than this camera can feel. I'm gonna keep my mind open, but you gotta keep yours and change my mind. Until the next one.